I speak a lot currently about the big opportunity of 2015, of which, of course, the SDGs are a centrepiece. You know, this is kind of the year ahead with the big processes, the big summits, and this new and complex agenda, because it certainly isn't the MDGs with the fairly narrowly focused, we could say, anti-poverty and all its dimensions agenda. Now, often I look at these processes and issues and outcomes around the UN, and after a lifetime in public life, I can't help looking at them from the perspective of how a political leader or a senior minister would look at them. And what I want to say is that it is really incumbent on us and the champions that we can enlist to get people excited about this agenda. Otherwise, it will barely ripple in a capital of either a developed or a developing country. I'll offer just a couple of sobering insights. So, if we want this agenda to catch the imagination, and not just through the civil society and consultations and outreach we've had to date, we've got a lot of work to do. Now, the good thing is, I think, that unlike the MDGs, this set of goals has had a lot more, global discussion about it. But that, of course, can be quickly forgotten. So I place an enormous amount of attention on our representatives around the world very quickly raising awareness of what is going on in New York, which has resonance for how countries could plan and pursue their development, raise the awareness, the quick engagement that's being spoken of with governments on the national planning agendas they have, and how the SDGs fit with that and what might need to be further incorporated, and then the policy support and other work that we can give around that. I really think that we have to be number one champions, but we have to enlist a lot of other champions across governments and across the civil society as well, because otherwise it'll be one more complex outcome document from the United Nations that goes into the ether. And that of course would be a very bad thing when it has exciting and transformational potential. But we have to make sure that it actually does take off. The question was raised, is the UN ready? I think the UN's actually probably more ready than anybody else. I think it's useful that we have quite a rash of UN development assistance frameworks due to be finalised this year and next, because it's a chance to build the new agenda consciously into it. And then out of the UNDAFs obviously should fall our various country program documents, but also the formation of these results groups, because I see the second generation of delivering as one as moving from a way of doing things that had a lot of process, almost a process focus, to a results and impact focus. That's what people want to see. I think there are good opportunities to build in the normative aspects, tackling inequalities. I mean, this is normative, right? Not everyone thinks inequalities are a terrible thing, but we're advancing diminishing inequalities as a core value. We're advancing inclusion. We're advancing sustainability as a value. It's a value. It's not a self-evident truth. The issue will be to draw on the strengths of the whole system and moving this agenda forward. And that's why I think this seminar is right to link the SDG taking out and launching to how we organise ourselves to back it. And there's no doubt that the standard operating procedures are a tremendous help on this, and I just encourage everybody to take them and implement them, adapted for the national context in every country team in the world, because it is truly a much better way of working.